back in the studio, and Tolu is speaking, is anchoring the program today. Morning, Tolu. How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Oh, how are you, Tolu? I wish I could be that soft-spoken.
Why? Yeah, good morning to you, Kayode.
How are you doing? What's going on? It's another Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah,
can we do the show without Ogiva today?
Yeah, we can.
Ogiva. You can observe. We can try to bring Mecca in from time to time, but
I can sit back, no problem.
You can sit back. But how you doing, though?
Good morning. Sorry for the delay. We had some minor setbacks, but we're here.
Nigerians, I mean, I just have to let people know that you're not a Maka, so you don't disappoint. You'll always turn up.
Good morning, guys. So today we're talking about we're looking into chasing paychecks. The idea of job hopping. So when it comes to the question is job hopping really what the risk? So in more professionals in recent times have been switching jobs to seek for a higher salaries. So we're looking to examine the financial.
So you mean you've been looking for other opportunities?
My boss is listening.
Yeah. Now that's why I want to put you on the spot so you can leave for me to come in there.
My answer remains the same. I'm not looking. So I'm just looking to examine, the finance, whether the financial benefits outweigh, the potential risk, which is, from understanding the short-term gains to considering the long-term financial, impacts. So I'm looking to speak on both sides today, right? And, it takes me next to the question, so what are the most common financial benefits of job hopping, and how they compare to staying with one company, for the long run, right? So I'll go first, right? So I think the most obvious benefit really of job hopping is the potential of higher pay, salary increase, right? So it's the common motivation, right? And we've seen that happen a lot more with the Gen Zs, and it has its benefits really. So companies often, if you're moving to a different company, you stand the chance to get higher pay, because companies often pay higher, to attract new talent. You get, sometimes as much as, a 20% increase from what, you already earn. If you stayed at your current job, the average, they are willing to pay 20%. You get, so additionally, I think, you get better benefits, as well, such as bonuses, stock options, and in some cases relocation allowances. However, I want to highlight here that both of them still have their perks, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, however, staying with one company, long term, can also offer financial stability. You understand? Through consistent pay rises. If you are there, you get more pay rises.
Okay.
You get promotions, you get benefits, health insurance, bonuses that generally, grow over time. So in the long run, the cumulative effect of these benefits might offset, the higher initial pay from job hopping. You understand?
Okay.
Loyalty also comes into it as well, which comes to you, which can convert to some, unique financial opportunities as against hopping. Because, I got one online job one time.
Yeah.
It was so good for me because it was remote. It was a foreign-based company. And luckily for me, I didn't leave where I was working at the time. Not here. You understand? So I worked with them for 3 months. and at the third month, it was a startup. Unfortunately, they had to let me go. Quite some other people.
I'm sure you haven't finished spending the dollars.
Oh my, I don't finish. Unfortunately, you want 3 months now, so so they couldn't raise funds anymore, and they had to let me go. So imagine if I had left my job, right?
Yeah, for that new space.
I'll probably be begging you today for urgent 2K.
No, I'll send you to State House Marina.
You won't give me.
Nah, for where?
So it has its perks, definitely. You're moving greener pastures. Obviously, I don't think anyone will want to live where he or she is for lesser pay, right? You understand? So it's I still feel the positives outweigh, the negatives, but the research has to be done. Some good research has to be done first before you even make the move.
You need to know where you're going.
You need to know where you're going. Exactly. Yeah. So do you want to shed more light on?
Yeah, actually. So I'll be talking from the Gen Z's point of view, and I feel that job hopping has a lot of benefits than being static in one job, because I know someone who started as an intern, went through the NYSC process, and then after the NYSC process, they had to go through probation. So there are companies that you go through probation even if you're a new staff or whatever. So but this case was different because his was like 1 year probation, and at the time he was earning 200k. So after the 1 year probation, they were like, oh, let's reconsider all of that, and they added 50k to the salary. Are you trying to say that 50k is what the guy is worth after a whole year of probation? Do you understand? So if he had gone out to look for a better job and all of that, he will definitely get a raise in salary better than being static in that organization. Do you understand? So yeah.
But I was somewhere where a man was on the phone, and when he finished the conversation, he told us what actually happened. Said someone he knows who was working at was it a security guard or someone somewhere, one of these jobs, got a better offer, left that offer for this 200,000 naira job, and after 2 months they shut down, and now you can't go back.
You can't go back.
And so how do you then, because again there are pros and cons when it comes to taking this kind of job, like what you said, for example, whether it's a new job or your former job, there are people that have been working in places for 8 years, 10 years, and they've never had a salary raise. At least still lucky after a year 50,000. So you better take it and hold on to it, but beyond that as well, it's how do you identify whether it's a right move? Because there are times when people have left a job and the people that were not as good as them in that former office suddenly grow to heights that if they were there, that's where they would have been. And the new place they went to, they're static. How do you decide when to take a leap?
You want to go for this?
Yeah.
Go. So it is like, whichever way, there will always be two sides, right? So I want to believe the reason why you want to live in the first place, like the foundation generally is more money, right? But you get thinking that way when you start feeling unappreciated, or you feel you're doing more than you're earning.
Yes.
You understand? Because sometimes some bosses also are not that's sensitive in that in that aspect.
Okay.
You understand, and obviously in some companies, the longer you stay, the more you are taken for granted. Obviously, you have to know your onions. It's not like you're just going to be hanging there and feeling important to yourself, right? But you have to be putting in the work. So sometimes people feel unappreciated. They are doing more than they are earning.
Yeah.
And in some cases they don't even feel appreciated. In the office. So that would definitely lead you towards that thought, right? But if you want to make that move, you need to be to do your research on the company you're moving into. Yeah, so you need to find out, how careers have grown in that industry, in that particular company. You need to. Obviously, if you do your search, find out the kind of contract you'll be getting if you're going to be getting the role you're looking to get. You understand? So you need to be very thorough in that aspect, so you're not caught off in the sense that you're not blindsided. In the sense with the example you just gave, right? Likewise, the one I gave as well. Yeah. So it has to be a hard thought decision. I feel. It's good to always want good for yourself. Earn more if you know you can command that amount of salary, the amount of salary you are looking to get. Go for it. But you need to be very thorough. With where you are looking to move to.
You also need to know your gross and net income before you jump into another. Exactly. And then I feel I need to if you're not being mentally threatened or physically threatened in your current position, in your current job, I feel you should not just hop into another job. Do you understand? You need to get the job first before you say, okay, I'm going to hop into this job and all of that. So you need to know, okay, what are the benefits that I'm going to get from this job? Are they covering my pension? Are they covering my HMO and all of that? And weigh the options before, going into the...
So what you're saying in essence is that every Nigerian worker should know that he has a right to HMO as long as the company is at a particular level, beyond, I think, a threshold of, is it 20 staffers or so? Yeah. I'm not really sure with that figure. They're about, right? Yeah. And that you're also entitled to pensions.
Yeah.
Okay. How many Nigerians even know that?
A lot of people don't even know.
Yeah, so that is it. So you're entitled to pension.
Even the entrepreneurs I know, some don't even do that.
Don't even do that for themselves. But you spoke about if you're not threatened, if your job is good, the pay is good. What if you're looking for career progression? I've seen people who decided that they've been at a place for so long, they've done all they can do at that place, and there's a new company coming up. They're not offering as much pay, but they see a bigger challenge, an opportunity to influence. Is that a good enough reason to switch jobs?
Yes, I'll say yes. It's a good enough reason. If, like you said, right, you're guaranteed a better career path, right, as against just being in that same office, doing the same thing.
Your attention span.
Do you understand? Even if you get a pay rise, you probably get a 50K increase. You understand? So, sometimes you just need to feel, valued. You need to feel, you're earning what you're doing. Which is not the case most times. But, so if you're going to be earning more, doing the same thing, breaking your back still, to achieve your targets and all that. And why not? Why not? As long as the career path is there. Because, so especially you can be I'm looking for okay, let me not fix it on a particular job, but you can be doing something in one office, right? Yeah. But the business model is not necessarily built around your skill per se. You're just a person. You're just part of the process, right? But the office you're moving to, has some more focus on what you do. So, if you go there, you can definitely get better and progress deeper into that your focus, what you want to do, what you do.
Specialized.
Thank you for for the word.
But just for clarity, if you're saying job hoppers, we're not saying quit your job and go contest for an election. That's not job hopping.
No.
That's
a bold move.
That's a bold. So we're not saying leave your job, go contest for election. No. We're saying you're moving around. Okay.
Your bank account. Don't even try it.
Because I don't want you to call and say it was not given to you. They said we should. So I took that leap and said that. Let me go into politics. After all, local government election is coming up, but now I've lost. I've lost it all.
But what we've said, right? I want to ask a question too still. So, can frequent job hoppings have a negative impact, on your long-term financial stability. With what we said, like, we've highlighted, yes, it's good. It's always good to, work for better things, right? But does it have a negative impact, on your long-term financial stability?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Add to it, please.
In fact, it has a more positive impact because if you are penny wise, you'll be able to save more and then invest, and then we'll now go back to the 9 to 5 and business stuff. You guys don't forget to stream our podcast on that. So also I know someone who grew, and it depends on the sector too. You have like the career sector, you have the corporate world, you have the advertisement sectors, you have the entertainment. Those sectors help you to pursue your career faster and also earn faster. Do you get?
Okay, so job hopping doesn't. Well, I'm not sure it would negatively if you hopped right. If you hop right, you could get some gold. At some point. But if you were to hop out of desperation, out of competition, emotions that my friends, all my colleagues, they are now line heads. I'm still here, and you see a new company, you don't know what their pedigree is, you don't know what the man stands for, the owner of the company. You don't know if he wants to see staff grow, because there are some companies where bosses don't care about the career path of the staff, and you just hop. You might just hop into a well, and that's it, you drown there. And you end up saying, hey, my brother, I used to help you. I need your help now. You have to. You have to help me. And that will affect your finances. But if you hop right, why not?
Yeah.
I'm not, but just for clarity, I'm not saying I'm hopping with the stocks. So
we know you're not.
For clarity, too. That doesn't mean you should stay in a job because of you want to be loyal to the growth of where you started from, because I know someone who worked in JSK all her life and all of that, and then all of a sudden JSK left the country. So what would you say about that? So
I've got a severance package, a huge severance package.
You probably would have.
Yeah,
but
for that
she
kind
didn't
of
tell her about that.
She didn't know she was.
So, but all of that, you should know exactly what you're hopping into.
Okay.
I think, fair enough. Also, if at all there's some negativity, is minute in regards to the positives, right? But
But sorry, before you talk about this, I thought we were going to answer that, but let me chip this in, maybe in addition to what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
There's this talk about it's on your CV. If people see you move around frequently, it might affect your credibility and the kind of respect they give to you.
Exactly. That's where I was going to
okay, great.
Yes.
So it's good.
Yes.
So while you answer that, what is that period of that you must spend? Is there any a professional duration you must have spend in an office before you move?
Yeah, no, there's not, but I feel like 3 years. 3 years. So you use your first year to understand the company. And
no, let's make it 4, like Olympics.
Yeah, 4. 4 still works.
Olympics.
4 still works. 4 is ideal, to be honest. So the first year you get to understand, what the business of what you'll be doing for them. Some people say technically 1 year is too long. Your boss is not going to be waiting for you to start things right at 1 year. But the whole idea of that first year understanding. Second year, you start meeting your targets better than the first year. Yeah. If you weren't meeting, But from the third year, you should be like,
the dawn,
making changes, massive changes, having stronger impacts, you understand, within the establishment, right? Then, from there, once you are known, right, for doing a good job in that company, right, it will speak for yourself, right? So people that are interested in people with your skills, will definitely, find you. You can get poached, and if you approach them, yes, fine. But the downside, it shows, that there's no loyalty, to you. That's one of the downsides, I feel, because, there are some companies that you spend a lot on, they bring you in, like you said, new talents, prospects, because they spend a lot of money on you, and after a year or two, you are gone. Do you understand? So
in Yoruba,
about that.
Yeah, in Yoruba, there's something they call ekweala jobi. That's like a family curse. After spending money on you, you leave me after a year. My brother, for you to prosper, you need to raise TB Joshua from the dead to pray for you. If not, you are done.
I'm telling you, so it's just it has its negatives and its positives, but I think it's good. There's always something fresh. You feel refreshed every time. You're in a new environment. You're optimistic, but like you said, it's okay if it's a smart move, right? If you make the right switch. Or otherwise, it can be a problem.
Just for clarity, have you spent up the 4 years at Nairametrics?
No.
So there's still time.
I'm going. I'm really out. I'm going here for more years. That's just the case. So, in a nutshell, I'll close with, there's nothing bad about trying to move on and progress your career path, right? But just make sure you do your research. Make sure you're going to somewhere that has that's properly structured. Some companies, you move there, you find out they don't even pay pensions. Do you understand? And you go there assuming it's a given, right? When you get there, you find out that's not the case. So just do your due diligence, do your research on the company, identify some career path growth, right? Then you can make the move. Otherwise, you can just stay where you are still and start your side hustle. At the end of the day, we said entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a more guaranteed source to success, right? On that episode. So, that's my take on from this. Tolu, do you want to close?
Okay, so I'll close with if you know your career path, and you know that the organization is not like listening to you. You have to be strategic about what you want for yourself and look for better ways to grow your career path.
Okay. That still makes sense though, still. Thanks for adding that. So, time is against us. It's already time. So, definitely...
No, you were actually against time today.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Time is against it. But, you're against time. So, you can leave my studio now. Thank you.